So welcome to another episode of Left versus Right. Anthony Weiner on your left, Dominic Carter on your right, and today, special guest at the end of the show. We're not going to tell you who it is. What happened with that at the convention? I thought it was going to be Beyonce or Taylor Swift or Dominic Carter. It turned out that the special guest was Kamala Harris. How do you think she did?
You don't want to know.
Well,
you really don't want to know. But do you want to apologize now or later?
Apologize for your incorrect prediction there'd be big protests at the convention, which there weren't?
No. Apologize for your prediction. Week after week, you sit here and you give me jobs, numbers, and how great the economy is doing.
I have that down. You want to do that at the top?
You have that down as the last topic, right? As the last topic.
Go ahead.
That's the most important topic.
It's kind of the news is not that, but go ahead.
That is the news.
I'm not ducking it. I'm not ducking it.
You guys have been lying. As I told, and you owe me a double apology. Because every time I say I don't buy those numbers, you ridicule me and you go, oh, Dominic, you don't accept the numbers. Well, now we know why. It was all inflated.
Wait a minute. You buy this number?
No, I buy the fact that it was 818,000 jobs more than what it actually was.
No, I understand. I think our listeners understood what you're saying, but you believe this number, right?
No, I'm not. I just told you what I'm going to say.
Yeah,
818,000
that's the point. It's the same
jobs.
Agency, and they do the adjustment. It's in the law when they do their adjustments every year. Okay. It's in the law.
So
they happened under Trump.
So you weren't wrong about the jobs?
I can report. The Bureau of Labor Statistics comes with, and I've said they are nonpartisan. They adjust. They release the number. They adjust. This is a bigger adjustment than it's been since 2009. Not the biggest in history or anything like that.
You guys got caught with your hand in the cookie jar.
Wait a minute. Okay, I just want to make sure we understand. Do you believe that the Bureau of Labor Statistics is...
Again,
who's you guys, though?
You don't get to tell me what I'm going to say. I already told you that you sit here
You said you guys,
week,
the Bureau of Labor Statistics.
No, meaning Democrats.
Take those numbers out. They're still higher than...
No.
Oh, they're not? What numbers do you want to quote?
So in other words...
So we're not going to talk about the convention.
We're not going to talk about Harris. In other words, you guys got caught lying. Democrats.
Bureau of Labor...
The Biden administration.
And
you're trying to now put a positive spin
I'm not.
On the fact that you guys got caught lying.
Okay. I just want to understand. Can you just clarify who you mean by you guys? Because these
Democrats.
numbers...
Democrats and the Biden...
the Biden administration released these numbers. So what do you mean they got caught? They released the numbers.
Okay.
What are you trying to say? Just make your point in one sentence so I can respond to it.
I already did at the top of the show.
You said they got caught with the hand. Who's they?
I just, for the fifth time,
Biden gave you the numbers. So how did they get caught doing anything? They told you what the numbers are.
Right.
They do it every year.
And were the numbers accurate?
The numbers are adjusted.
Were the numbers accurate?
As much as they are any year.
So in other words, you won't just say yes. You
numbers
you won't say they were not accurate.
Numbers get adjusted down. Numbers get adjusted up. All the time.
Okay.
It's in the law.
Okay. All right. So it's rather interesting. It's rather interesting, Mr. Weiner, that in an election year, you guys fudge the numbers and meaning Democrats and meaning the Biden administration, and you got caught with your hand in the cookie jar.
Would you stop saying caught? Who caught us? Just so I understand that part. Who caught us? You're making no sense. Biden released the number. If you want to say Biden, the Bureau of Labor Statistics. But by the way, you want to talk about numbers? Bill Clinton said something on stage. He said that Democratic presidents since World War II have created 50 million jobs. Republicans have created 1 million jobs. And he said you can go check it. Did you check it? Turned out that that's right. 50 million jobs created by Democratic presidents, 1 million by Republican presidents. And that's not even counting the jobs that Trump lost. But
I like Bill Clinton. Good for Bill Clinton. But can you focus on the 818,000
I'm doing the numbers.
No. You're trying to divert to anything but the facts.
So you believe it's a fact what the BLM put out, Bureau of Labor Statistics put out?
See, you're playing this game.
I'm not. I want to. Who are you accusing of doing what?
No, wait. Every week you come here.
Was it a game?
And you tell me how great the economy is.
Was it a game?
And you tell me how great the jobs numbers are. Turns out those numbers were not right, and neither were you.
Was it a game when you went on the air on the day?
Here we go again. So rather than dealing with what I'm talking about, you want to go to something else.
I'm gonna stay on the exact same subject of they and numbers and lies.
Okay, go ahead.
So when you came on the air after the stock market went down and talked about the Kamala crash, and now it's up 15% since then, were you lying about the market?
No, but you see,
because the market moves, right?
Okay,
we get numbers, we report them to our listeners and to our viewers. Okay. And what do?
Okay.
They. It's a bunch of bureaucrats.
Right. No. You got
and were they adjusted down or up under Trump?
Democrats got caught with their hand in the cookie jar.
The Democrats are the cookie jar.
You guys lied.
The Bureau of Labor Statistics lied.
Okay,
I'll buy it.
Okay.
I'll buy it. The Bureau of Labor Statistics lied, and now they're telling the truth, or are they still lying?
Okay, Anthony, this is what...
Just answer me, Dominic.
Anthony,
are they telling the truth now?
Anthony, stop trying to play Perry
Dominic,
Mason with me.
Are they lying now? I want to understand.
I face much better competition. You can't play Perry Mason
I know
with
you
me.
want to do anything but talk about Kamala Harris beating your guy like a rented mule. I know that. I'll stick with this as long as you want.
I feel bad for you.
I'll stick with this. I'll stick with this as long as you want. It's item number 6. I'll go with it.
I feel bad with you.
Convention rundown, we're not going to do.
I feel bad for you.
Palestinian protest, we're not going to do.
I feel bad
Getting
for
to know
you.
Harris and Waltz, we're not going to do.
Okay, so listen.
RFK endorses Trump, we're not going to do. We're going to do they caught you in the cookie jar. That's the Bureau of Labor Statistics. So if you guys are listening, you're the they and the them.
Okay, so explain this to me. The numbers, why was that the very last topic on your list?
We had a convention this week. We had RFK endorsing Trump.
Wait. You had a convention?
Yes.
Is that what you call it?
That U.S. why I can't. You have the attention span of a gnat. You asked me why it's 6 and not 1. We had a convention this week. Usually after the convention, we talk about the conventions, but you want to talk about the Bureau of Labor Statistics adjusting something down. Oh, by the way, did they adjust them down under Trump? You can say it into that microphone.
That's your last
Hey, say it into there. Did they adjust it down under Trump?
Did they do it in an election year?
Same time every year, yes, you knucklehead.
Okay, well,
it's in the law.
The bottom line is it's an election year. Democrats got caught with their hand in the cookie jar.
It says in the law when you do the adjustments.
Okay,
it's in the law.
About jobs, Anthony.
Oh, my God. Okay, you will do anything not to talk about your guy pooping his pants on live TV every day because he's losing this election now.
Pooping his pants.
Have you seen him?
He's not losing.
He got cut off by Fox News yesterday because he couldn't stop rambling. He went down to the border, and this is number 3. I'm jumping around trying to get anything to focus you. Okay. He goes down to the border and says, "Look how great fences are and walls are." I'm like, I thought you built us a wall, Dominic. Donald. Look at that's a Freudian slip. Okay. Didn't Donald Trump build the wall? Why is he standing in front of the wall saying that he doesn't have a wall? He wishes he had a wall. Oh, and by the way, did the Mexicans pay for it? He is lost, man.
Okay.
And by the way, standing in front of 2 people. Oh, I don't hear you talk about crowd sizes now.
Okay.
They did a rally and a convention in the same day at the same time.
Wait a minute. Well, I could point
you can't put me out today, man.
I could point to there was a reason why Kamala was not at the convention hall while Michelle was there. I could speculate.
Oh yeah, that's the other thing you got wrong. Your wrong list is now so long. I thought the Obamas weren't supporting Kamala.
I didn't.
You did too. Where are they?
No. I said we'll see how warm their endorsement is.
How warm was it? How warm was it, Dominic? On a scale of 1 to warm, what was it?
Okay, now, unlike you that won't tell the truth.
Dominic, man, you haven't gotten What predictions have you gotten right recently?
Let me tell you how the truth is done.
Yeah.
So Obama got up there, and President Obama, and delivered a warm endorsement of Kamala Harris.
Yes.
Michelle Obama got up there, sold hope, sold race, which is unfortunate.
Why?
And because we don't need anything that's going to divide the country.
Race doesn't divide us, brings us all together. We're all blended families. We're one giant country.
Okay, why?
By the way, why does talking about someone's race divide the country? It's only when you say things like someone's a bad Jew does it divide the country.
Okay.
If you celebrate I celebrate your race, my brother.
Okay, so let me be clear. The reason why I didn't think you wanted to talk about the convention, because it was an absolute embarrassment. Yeah. On a letter grade, you get a D.
Okay.
How
about the ratings?
Okay, all you guys did.
How about the roll call?
Hey, listen, if you put up, Anthony, all these celebrities, and if you lie to people and say Beyonce is going to be there to inflate the numbers.
No one did that. No one did that.
That is what the Democrats.
No one did it. No one did it. It was very clever. Whoever did it.
Anthony.
Yeah.
I want to read 1 line, 2 lines from the Associated Press. Associated Press story.
Go ahead.
Okay, right? Kamala Harris has barely started, and I'm reading verbatim, to outline detailed plans she would pursue as president to address the nation's biggest challenges. Immigration, crime, and climate change among them. She has yet to sit down for even one comprehensive media interview, to face difficult questions about her flip-flops, this is the Associated Press, it's not me, on policy in recent years. Her leadership style and her focus on race and gender that looms over her historic candidacy.
I'm curious about something with that. You took the time to look. But the Associated Press wrote 4 stories about how the BLM, the Bureau of Labor Statistics, comes up with their statistics and how every year it's the same. You didn't read that? If you read the Associated Press, can you get a Google machine and Google some of the stuff before we sit down? But look, I'm focused. She just gave a convention speech which talked about her background, made specific proposals. But I want to talk about if I agree with you.
Okay. So we're voting. We want to hear from her talking about her mama.
What about her plans for immigration? We heard specifics from her, not from Biden.
All she did on immigration was attack Trump.
Incorrect. Incorrect.
What did she say on immigration?
She said that she is going to enact into law what the bipartisan compromise was, the one that Trump's against.
Right, like I said, all she does. That's all Democrats do, and that's all you do.
No.
Trump blocked the bill that was bipartisan.
Did he?
No.
Did
I'm not going to play that game with you today. I'm not going to play that game.
Yes, the answer is he did.
You know damn well that woman got up there and didn't say a damn thing.
She said she should codify Roe v. Wade.
Thursday night, right? Is that all you Democrats got? Abortion.
I thought you said I didn't.
Is that all you got?
So she did propose that.
No, listen.
So she did make that. So she did immigration. I've done 2 for 2. Let me see if I can go 3 for 3. She said she's going to a tax cut for the middle class. Shall I continue?
That's all she ever says.
Okay.
How's she going to do it?
No proposal.
How's she going to do it?
No proposal.
How's she going to do it?
Nope.
How's she going to do it?
Maybe she's going to do it the same way that Donald Trump.
No. Stop focusing on Trump.
Stop saying no.
Focus on your candidate.
Listen.
How's your candidate going to pay for it?
Dominic, former news guy, set this up. When you say your candidate was fine saying, I'm going to solve the Ukraine war on day 1 and not tell us how. I'm going to mass deport without telling us how.
I believe he has a track record.
Okay, when you decide, he didn't do it. When you decide to start having substantive issues, I'll get in there with you.
Yeah.
I've done it to this camera. That camera right there, I'll do it again. I'll do it again. Codify Roe v. Wade is a proposal.
Right, here we go.
Take the bipartisan immigration bill and put it into law is a proposal. Tax cuts for anyone under $400,000. I'm not done. Tax cuts for anyone under $400,000 is a proposal. No, it's called
a filibuster.
If you want to have issues, I'm with you, man. I'm the issue king. I love that shit.
Right.
However, your guy never has done one. Okay. So now to say, well, what about Kamala? How come she's not doing it? Doesn't work that way, man.
Okay. So she's trailing in the polls.
Who is she now?
And yes, she
you want to talk about polls?
Yeah. She is trailing.
Okay.
And you know,
are you and Trump smoking the same stash? You're not. You look, maybe in a couple of weeks when the bump ends, maybe you guys will be tied again.
There's not going to be much of a bump.
Are you intentionally not reading polls now?
No.
You're the one that's always talking about polls. I assumed you read them.
No.
Do you read the average of the polls in the different states? Trump is now not ahead in any average of the poll in any swing state.
Okay. The debate is about...
You see the 60% negatives he had in the Washington Post poll? Yuck.
You shouldn't do that considering Biden's negatives when he was your candidate.
Yeah, Biden.
And then you guys...
Keep campaigning against Biden.
And then you guys didn't want to play fair. Oh, that's
73 days of
point. That's a great point.
Campaign against Biden all you want.
How many votes did Kamala Harris win in the primary?
All of them. She ran on a ticket.
They ran
as a ticket.
As president, how many
they
votes
ran as a ticket.
No. So you're not going to answer my question.
She got more, but how about this?
Okay, can you answer my question?
I am. She got more votes than Donald Trump in 2020.
No, my question
She was chosen to be next in charge if Biden couldn't run.
No. The question is real simple. How many votes for president in this election cycle did Kamala Harris receive?
Every single delegate. Every single delegate.
No,
we chose delegates, right?
No. I'm talking. I said the primary process.
We choose delegates, man.
You're doing what Democrats do. You're doing slimy. I'm not going to be truthful.
You can Complain all you want, whine all you want about how she got there. She's the nominee. Do you want to go back and litigate? But campaign. Hey, Donald Trump. Hey, Trump. Hey, Donald Trump. Keep campaigning against Biden. See how well that goes for you. Keep doing that for 73 days. That's why so many Republicans are losing their marbles. Fox News cut him off on Thursday because he was rambling.
You said that already.
Hold on, let me get some more things that he said.
Okay. Now you said Trump is not talking about substance. When he brings the mother of the woman that was killed allegedly
What's his proposal?
By a migrant in Maryland, when he brings a woman whose skull was bashed in by a migrant, how dare you say he's not discussing issues?
What is his proposal?
And what is Kamala Harris's?
I just told you it is.
No, you didn't. This is what you do.
Do you know what's in the bill?
Kamala Harris, Donald Trump blocked the bipartisan.
Nope. I will describe to you now what is in what she proposed at the convention speech.
Go ahead.
1,100 more border officers, 150 new adjudicating officers.
That's
I'm not done. That's in the proposal that she supports.
No, okay.
She says she's going to sign that. Donald Trump said he's not.
Did she talk about that in her speech?
She did.
No, she didn't.
She said, I am going to sign the bipartisan deal that was done. She said that in the speech. You weren't listening because you were too pissed off that Beyonce wasn't there.
First of all, no.
And so was I. I tuned in for Beyonce too.
It would have been nice.
That was brilliant.
It would have been nice if Beyonce.
That was
there.
brilliant.
But maybe
her music was all over the place. That Freedom song, man, everyone's singing this morning.
But maybe Beyonce doesn't want to go with a loser twice.
Yeah, okay.
Well, did you ever consider that?
Yeah, Beyonce.
Did you ever consider after her and Jay-Z?
Obama.
Did you ever consider that after Jay-Z and
she's supporting Trump.
And
she's supporting Trump.
No.
Keep going.
No.
You know who is Kanye?
After
racist.
Let me finish.
You know who?
Jay-Z and Beyonce, they joined Hillary Clinton in Ohio to finish the race. And how did that work out?
Let's see. So
how did that work out?
I don't follow you. I have no idea what you're talking about.
Who won
You're
the
in
election?
2016 now?
Did Hillary Clinton?
Boy.
Did Hillary Clinton win that election?
She got more votes, yes.
Did she win the election?
Got more votes, yes.
Okay, Anthony, we have to be honest.
You're stuck in 2016.
Did she win the election?
I can get stuck in 2016
Anthony,
too.
Did she win the election?
She was not elected president.
Okay,
because of the messed up rules that we have in this country around the Electoral College. Was the only reason Trump has any chance because he's losing in the national poll by about 6 points right now.
Okay, all right. Okay.
By the way, this is what. Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Oh, yeah. Okay. It sure does. Makes a hell of a lot better to realize the American people don't like this guy and he's never coming back to the White House.
Let me put this question to you. When you wake up November 6th and Trump has won the election,
I'll be really upset.
What are you going to say? What are you
I'll be upset. I'll be disconsolate.
You would eat this table.
That's right. So that's it. Let me go. I stand by it.
Okay.
Let me do some other things that Donald Trump said because he's so focused. He criticized Kamala for thanking the crowd too much. Oh, poor Donnie. And then he said, "quote a lot of talk about childhood. Yeah, because he has a family that loves him. Where's Melania?"
First of all,
just a simple question. Where's Melania? She's in New York while your bozo is in Mar-a-Lago.
First of all,
that's a close family right there.
First of all, you're getting into their personal relationship.
Yeah, family. She said this. A lot of talk about childhood, and she by the way, and she also questioned where Obama was born and whether he was a citizen. That's scum.
Excuse me. Wait, who's scum now?
Trump for questioning someone because they happen to be black.
Okay. Who says he was questioning because he happens to be black? Who says that? I agree. See the difference between me and you?
So you do. All I have to do is sit and stare at you now to get an answer.
Is that I'm honest. So was it
Donald Trump.
Trump's finest hours? No.
What about
wait a minute. Can I speak? But he has a right. If he wanted to question it, he has a right to question it.
We talked about this last week. He has a right to be a racist scumbag. Absolutely.
Okay. All right. So now you call
absolutely
him a racist,
does. What about DNA evidence that?
And you're talking. And you're talking
the
about
Central Park Five.
And you're talking about where's Melania Trump?
Yeah, where is she? Okay. If you're going to criticize a lot of talk about childhood and family, you better back it up.
Listen. How do you know she's not going to be on the campaign trail?
Where is she? I'm curious.
Listen, I'm not in their bedroom. I don't care what they do.
America loves the stories about the families of the Democratic ticket.
Listen.
Because they seem like us. They seem optimistic. They seem like they're not perfect. They're not perfect. They're not fourth wives. They're not trophy wives. They're not people that you have sex with porn stars when you should be home with your wife. They're none of that stuff.
Like you have a teenage son. Your son about to go on to great things, and we're all proud of him.
Thank you.
And a shout out to your mother if she's listening right now.
And Barron is the best Trump.
and Barron Trump is about to go to college. Let's focus on the positive.
He's the best Trump.
And leave the families out of it.
I'm reading Donald Trump's tweets.
No, you're criticizing. Let's save this for when we come back.
You sure you want to go back to this?
No, you're criticizing Melania.
We'll be right back. Fair. You're going to take a run at families. Who put that on the table? We'll be right back on Left versus Right. Anthony Weiner, Dominic Carter. We'll see you on the other side. So welcome back to Left versus Right. Anthony Weiner, left, Dominic Carter on your right. If you miss any part of the show, it's available as a podcast. And the good thing about having a podcast, you can turn the volume way down. That's helpful. It's also, you've probably noticed this, available on TikTok and we're doing very well on TikTok. So
why is that? Why are we doing so well on TikTok? I have a
theory about it.
What? My good looks?
Yes, I was going to say that. That are two good-looking guys yelling at the top of their lungs is everything.
I said my good looks.
Anyway.
You're a good-looking guy.
So,
but you're hopelessly wrong on the issue.
Do you regret?
Do I regret? I told you I give the DNC a D.
No.
You guys, wait a minute. You guys put on a show that was awful. This lady got up there and did not say a damn thing. Look at me. Look at me. Look at my smile. Look at my looks. But where's the beef?
Well,
what grade would you give the DNC?
She told, I'm a professional politician, reporter, and everything else. I didn't know her story.
Great.
Let me just finish. Oh, I thought it was the best convention, I think. I mean, I really wished I was there during that convention. I think
because she's black? That's all you guys got?
It's funny. You keep saying that. I mean,
or is she Indian this week?
Michelle Obama made a good point about this.
Black or Indian?
People who point out someone's race and diversity as a weakness. It's a strength, man.
Is she black this week? I guess because it's more popular.
She told her whole story.
Right. So
she told about the Jamaican father.
It's more popular. And where? Oh, you're talking about Melania Trump. Where was her daddy? Cat got your tongue?
I don't think her mom was there either.
No, her mother is deceased.
Oh, I apologize.
Where was daddy?
That was insensitive.
Where was daddy?
Is he deceased? I didn't even know this. I don't know his story.
No, daddy's not deceased.
I saw her husband.
Yeah, right.
I saw her I saw her nieces.
So when you're talking about,
I saw her stepkids.
Husband that says,
I saw that.
Mr. Emhoff. Oh, I love that laugh. I love that cackle.
Yeah.
Do you love that cackle?
I think I love everything about her.
Humda. I feel like Ralph.
By the way, I would just say, here's the interesting thing.
Go ahead.
You had Walls. You had Walls' kid.
Hey, did you see where Walls snatched his son by the hand? Look at the video. Did you see that? The son starts crying.
Criticize the.
And they're
criticize
walking,
the.
and they're walking.
You don't join this club. Don't join this club.
And did you know?
Don't join this club criticizing the kid.
And did you know? I thought the kid was great, but I also noticed Daddy yanked his hand. And did you know that Walls?
What about Ann Coulter and Vivek Ramaswamy criticizing the guy for?
Did you know that Walls was not the head coach? Did you know that? Did you know that this guy has a history of embellishing his life story?
Oh my God!
He was not the head coach.
Oh, he was the assistant coach.
Oh, state championship.
He was the assistant coach.
Dude, you were a volunteer assistant coach.
He was a linebacker coach.
Right. Bravo for stepping up.
This is it?
But no.
This is the hit?
No. Let me tell you what the hit is.
Man,
let me tell you what the hit is.
You guys are struggling.
Let me tell you what the hit is.
You know why you're struggling so bad is your guy can't figure it out either.
Let me tell you what the hit is. There's nothing else to talk about. Kamala Harris got up there Thursday night, and it was embarrassing.
I didn't find it embarrassing. It's a great
story. She was
an
embarrassment. With all due respect to the vice presidency, she was an embarrassment to DEI. She really was. Because that's what her speech sounded like. There was no substance.
She introduced herself, told her story at the day.
Right. At the convention, she introduced herself. But you know what? That's a good idea. Because she didn't go before the voters. So she's got to introduce herself somewhere.
Yeah.
Because
I didn't. Did you know all of that?
Who cares?
People, candidates.
Who cares?
Wait a minute. You want to know less about her or more about her? All you know is the color of her skin.
No. I don't care about her personal life.
Voters do.
Actually, in her case, I do.
Yeah, you keep talking about her personal life in the most superficial way. She gave more depth to it.
But, Madam Vice President, I would like to know what you plan on doing with this country. She didn't answer a damn thing.
I can return to it if you want.
So you said you gave them an A? Is that what
I can return? You wanted to go back to that, what she proposed?
All you're going to do is regurgitate these silly talking points.
No, she said. You said she didn't say something, and I have evidence that she did.
No,
Shall I give it to you? All right, I will. Tell me if this sounds...
We both watched the same thing. You want to do talking points right now.
Did she talk about standing up against Putin?
She talked. Okay.
Did Trump?
Okay, wait a minute.
Did Trump? That's all I have to ask you. Did Trump?
Wait a minute. only one of the two people that's running for president have interacted with Putin, and it ain't Kamala Harris.
By the way, not if you ask Donald Trump. Donald Trump keeps lying about that.
Kamala Harris.
Donald Trump and Greg Kelly and Andrew Giuliani keep lying and saying that Kamala Harris met with him 3 days before he invaded. So that's a lie, right? That Donald Trump said, you don't care about truthfulness except when it's Tim Walz saying assistant coach or no coach or whatever it is.
I do.
Yeah, you shouldn't lie like that.
Why was Walz snatching his son across the stage by his hand?
I don't have any...
It's on video.
I don't have anything critical to say about Walz as a parent.
Of course you don't.
Walz is an excellent parent. He's a loving parent. And Republicans are attacking a learning disabled kid for crying and say, someday...
First of all,
I would pray for you.
You got me twisted.
I would pray for you.
When you mention learning disabled kids, you have to understand that I am not going to criticize.
But you're doing that. The interaction between Walz and his son is pure and perfect. And I think if you criticize it, you should be better than that.
No, I'm criticizing Daddy. I was happy for the son.
Was that
the son? Let me finish, please.
Yeah.
Okay, I have a disabled son, so I understand this stuff better than you do.
Can you imagine how proud that moment must have been for our country?
So please don't.
It's the Republicans who are going there. Criticize them right now on this microphone.
Anthony, please don't go there. Let's talk about something else.
All right, hold on. I want to make a point about this. You don't have to participate.
Okay.
What we saw as a father, when I saw Gus Walz, who I never heard his story. I didn't know if he was challenged. I even said to Jordan, I think he's got a learning disability because I've never seen him. I don't know his story. And when he stood up, said, that's my dad, tears were, I was like verklempt. And that was a wonderful moment. A wonderful, wonderful moment. And all over my, let me just finish this point. Yeah, and all over my Twitter feed.
You're eating up airtime.
I want to say, because this bothers me. Ann Coulter, Vivek Ramaswamy, criticizing the kid for being a beta kid and being soft. That's disgusting. Democrats don't do that. Republicans do it. That's what's wrong with your party right now. You've got so many scumbags.
That's your word of the day.
Yeah. By the way, it would not kill anybody to say my team should not criticize that boy. That boy is nothing but pure good. That's what we should do. We shouldn't say, I don't like the way he...
Time out.
Yes.
Nobody should criticize Walz's son.
Agreed.
By all accounts, he's a good kid, and I'm happy at his progress, and I'm happy at the joy that he showed towards his father. However, it was not good on video while they're on stage for Walz to be seen, his face turned to anger, and he yanked his son's hand. Don't believe me. Go back and look at the video.
I will. But I can tell you the way that a father interacts with his son in that type of a circumstance is, I'm not going to create this. You've told me 100 times.
But yet you're criticizing Melania Trump.
She is the smart Trump. I'm talking about Donald Trump for ridiculing people's focus on family.
Where's Melania Trump?
I'm criticizing Donald Trump. If you're going to take a run at people's families, Donald Trump has never smiled and said anything joyful about his kids in his life.
That's not true.
Have you ever heard him laugh?
That's not true. Yes, I have. I've been
under
in
what
the room
circumstance?
when he laughs.
Okay, he's never laughed out loud except when he's ridiculing someone. You know when I've seen him laugh? When he was ridiculing.
You sound like that nut Anna Navarro from The View talking about dogs and cats. And
Why doesn't he like dogs?
Trump doesn't. He's not good character because he doesn't like dogs.
I'm with that. She said that?
Come on, yes, she did.
Don't you agree?
Come on, next point.
Okay.
You think I'm going to waste my time?
No, that's okay.
Zeroing in.
Do you want to focus on the IVF thing?
No. Anything else but abortion.
No. Walz lied about IVF.
Okay. No. See, this is your backdoor way. This is Anthony's back. See the smile on your face?
No.
This is your backdoor way of, let's focus on Walz and his lying about his military service.
You want to go back? We did that over and over again. I'll do it again because I've been studying up on it. Go.
Yeah. I know.
Go. Bring something new to the table. I defy you to bring something new.
See, you want to do the abortion issue backdoor. But so you want to talk about that, but you don't want to talk about Walz lying about damn near everything out of his mouth.
It's just not on the rundown.
Oh, here we go.
It's just not on the rundown. It's been on the rundown in past weeks. It's not on the rundown. Getting to know, and I wrote IVF to give you an opportunity to remind you.
But because that's going right back.
Phony.
No, that's going right back to the abortion issue.
Oh, you don't want to have the full debate. You just want to have the. You want to avoid it. Okay, good. Smart.
No.
You're smart, my man.
No.
I said you're a phony, but I also should say he's the other half. He's smart.
No. It's okay. It's okay. You can call me phony. I'm just going to do this disclaimer right now. Sticks and stones, since we're doing the childish thing, sticks and stones may break my bones.
Right.
But
Calling someone an empty suit is really...
Never,
you shouldn't call someone an empty suit, right?
Okay. Let me see.
That name you don't mind.
Okay. What am I doing right now, Anthony?
What you're doing right now is working McDonald's.
No.
You were putting yourself through college at McDonald's, like Donald Trump did when he got money from his dad and then blew it on an airline and on a casino. He's the only person that has a bankrupt casino.
No. I'm doubling down in terms of cards, because when I said empty suit, that was a wrong, false statement to refer to Kamala Harris that way. She is a triple empty suit. It gets worse by the day. When is she going to hold a news conference? TikTok.
We're going to go back to that.
TikTok.
Sometime soon.
We're
not going to do the same issues. We have new issues to do. Can we do them?
The debate is less than 2 weeks away. About 2 weeks away.
She'll definitely face questions then.
Okay. What is she going to do?
She's going to prop
Joe Biden too. That's what she's going to do.
Okay. Well, we'll see. That's your prediction? Your prediction was really good about the Palestinian protest. Not. It was really good about the polls.
Okay.
Not.
Okay.
It was really good about how good. Actually, I thought Vance was good too. We both thought Vance. He's horrible. Guy can't order a donut without stepping on something. He's the worst.
I know you're not.
And by the way, his staff must hate him.
Why do you say that?
They send him into a donut shop. Do you see this video? Send him into a donut shop. The staff doesn't even want to be on camera. They want nothing to do with this dude.
You know damn well, Anthony, staff is instructed to make sure you don't get in the shot. You know that.
No. Staff advances the location. If someone doesn't want to be in a gaggle, you don't go in that store. That's basic advance.
No, the staff has to be in the store, but you stay out of the shot.
No, not the staff. The woman behind the counter.
Okay.
You got to see the video. Okay. I'll describe it for our listeners.
Yeah, I'm sure you will.
So he goes into a donut shop because this is the set. What a normal guy he is, right? And he says to the woman behind the counter, "Hi, how long have you worked?" And she says, "I don't want to be on camera." So
lots of people say that.
Lots of people do, but that's why you don't set up a shot in a place that someone doesn't want to be on camera.
No,
so he says. So he turns around and says.
Original.
He turns around and says, "All right, blur her out," and the camera guys do. They kind of. And then she says, I'm Vance. I'm running for vice president. She says, like nothing. Then it's time to order the donuts. And he's like, give me whatever. He was like, had lost it. It was the worst. He's the most unpopular vice presidential pick.
That's the best you got?
No. It's just today's thing. He does one thing after another.
That's the best you got.
He is asked, what makes you happy? He says, stupid questions from reporters make me happy because they're so freaking pissed off, these two, Trump and Vance.
But at least they're answering
Are you
questions.
pissed off about America?
At least they're answering.
No, they're not answering questions.
Here's what I'm pissed off about.
That's what Vance said.
No.
What you're about to say is what Vance said.
No. Here's what I'm pissed off about. Speaking as an African American,
right?
I think it doesn't do any of us, people of color, any good with Kamala Harris as the nominee. That is the worst example of DEI I have ever seen in my life.
A lot of African Americans, a lot of South Asians, Americans believe differently.
So she's South Asian today? Or?
She's a blended. My son Jordan.
Or is she black today?
Hey, Dominic.
Is she black today?
Dominic. I have not wanted to personalize this, but someone has to cut you down to size.
Go ahead.
My son is the son of a brown woman and a white guy. If he wants to say he's Jewish and he wants to say he's South Asian, you can be both in this country. Stop making fun of that.
Okay.
That's not cool, man.
First of all,
it's totally cool to be a blended family.
First of all, you didn't cut me down. Second of all, I don't want to personalize it with your son because he's a great young man.
Talk to anyone out there in a blended family.
Excuse me. He's a great young man. This is not about your son or your.
This is about how you make fun of blended families. Stop doing it.
Or your ex-wife, who by all accounts appears to be a lovely woman. And I'll take some flack from some of our listeners for saying that. But I tell the truth, okay? And so let's put you and your family aside.
Let's put all blended families aside. Let's stop criticizing people for their race.
So now, have you ever lived with a blended family? I have. Have you?
I live in one. My son is a blended boy. What are you talking about?
Okay. Well,
I mean, that's what she is. Jordan last night, I called him in to watch Beyonce, and he wound up watching that. And so he heard the whole story. He's not a political person.
Okay.
He said to me, she's got the same background as I do.
Okay.
I came from parents that came from different places. That's America.
I tried to leave your son out of it.
No, but bring him in. He's a tough kid.
No. But your son, right?
Yeah.
Is he going around on the campaign trail one day saying that he's this and the next day saying he's that?
He totally, not the campaign trail, but when he talks, when he goes and studies for his bar mitzvah, or when he goes in and eats Indian food and tells his friends, I'm Indian, or I'm South Asian, or I'm Jewish. Yes, that's what America is, man. You're criticizing America when you do that. We're all from someplace else. What is it? Why does it make you better if you come from two white German parents? Why does that make you better?
Are you serious?
No, I'm totally serious. Why do you keep doing it?
Do I come from a white German family?
You don't. But why are you criticizing someone for being more than one thing? Why is being more than one thing bad? Explain to me.
That's not what I'm criticizing. I'm criticizing her phoniness. Her phoniness of, hey, black community, rap is cool, Jay-Z is cool, Beyonce is cool, so freedom!
What are you doing now?
I'm black, I'm Kamala Harris. Then she goes before the South Asian community and she goes, I'm Indian American.
Hey, I got news for you, Dominic Carter. So I go out to Queens and I campaign and I say that I'm from Queens. Sometimes I go into a synagogue, I campaign, I say I'm Jewish. Sometimes I go to a hockey game and I say I like hockey. We can be more than one thing. America is many, many different things.
Does that make you feel better now? Now that you get
it makes me feel like a patriot. I love my country, man. My country is not bad because someone gets ahead from a blended family.
Spoon, please.
Yeah, that's a 1992 reference. We'll be right back. So welcome back to Left versus Right. Anthony Weiner on your left, Dominic Carter on your right. If you've been missing it, all the excitement going on in the Democratic Party, but Dominic's shows have been off the hook. I hate to admit it, off the hook. You've had some great interactions with some listeners recently. 3 o'clock.
And I love your show.
Thank you.
But I don't understand. At 3 o'clock, so just an hour before, you're a reasonable man. And then you come here the hour later, and it's like you won't admit to any wrongdoings by Democrats. So, you just spin.
Yeah, so here when John and Mario Katzimatidis and when Chad Lopez and when I originally came to do this show with Curtis Lewo back in the year, now it's a few years ago now. And the idea was we were going to do more like what you and I are doing now. And I said to them, I don't know, man. I don't want to chill. I want to relax. I don't want to be that guy anymore. And it turns out Curtis and I did a show that was good, but not as good as this one. They said, we want you to bang it out. But my natural thing is I like to talk about the issues. And I agree with you. I agreed with you 2 weeks ago. I agreed with you last week. I want to see both candidates do more issues. I did a podcast this week about how the age of issues is done. Neither website has any issues on them. Neither one of them does. Trump makes this giant proposal on deporting 1 million people and doesn't tell us how he's going to do it. Kamala Harris doesn't have a press conference. So I would prefer to do that. That's what I do more at 3 o'clock. But here, you're so wrong so often, so fast. I have to get in there.
I'm wrong.
Yes, you are. Yes, you are. All right. So let's talk about this. Yes.
Those 818,000 jobs more. Wow.
You want to talk about it? AP, you quoted AP.
No, Biden, the Biden administration. Dominic, the Biden administration, the jobs. This is my impersonation.
Jobs are still way up.
The jobs. 818,000. They fabricated that. Let's not talk about that. Let's leave that alone.
The jobs are, by the way, these jobs numbers are not final either. You're going to get another round in March because, wait, that's the law. Okay. That they adjust them. Okay, here's what happens. They do a survey to come up with the monthly job numbers. Let me just finish. Let me finish. I want to explain. I explained a little bit on my 3 o'clock show. I want to do now.
You said this at the top of the show.
Right. So they do a survey, but then once the actual forms get filed with the state unemployment offices, then they compare it to the survey. Then they're required in August to come back and revise it once they get those numbers, and then they do a final one in March. We won't know until March.
So then why was it 818,000 more jobs?
Because it goes up, it goes down. It goes up. It does.
In an election year.
It went down.
Why didn't Kamala Harris say anything about lowering the prices at gas stations or about how expensive food is during her speech Thursday
She actually did talk about inflation.
What did she say? What did she say? Oh, go ahead.
About inflation. Yeah. What she said about inflation is that she's going to control prices.
Right.
What did your guy say?
And now, if
Donald
Trump said that,
that's what he did say.
If Donald Trump said that, you would do a backflip here and denouncing him. You'd call him a double. What terms do you use?
No.
What's the term of the day? I don't know why you would call the man that.
That's just anyone who attacks someone for their race or for being disabled or for talking about their family.
When did he attack somebody for their race?
When did Donald Trump do it?
Yes. When did he attack somebody for their race?
When he even
you mentioned the Central Park Five.
Yeah.
When did he attack somebody for their race?
What about Obama, the Central Park Five, Kamala Harris? When did she become black?
Hey, have you been to one of those Obama $10 million mansions yet? Martha's Vineyard, D.C. They got, I think, Hawaii.
Being a former president's good business,
okay,
man.
I know. That's not what I asked you.
That's the only reason Donald Trump's running.
No.
It's for the money.
No.
Donald Trump takes money while he's in office.
No. Obama gets up there, man of the people, a man of the people.
Oh, my God. Are you kidding? That guy, he gets Prince money. He's a beloved man.
Okay. Man of the people. Well, his people are dying every day in Chicago. Oh, how come you guys...
Crime is down.
How come you guys didn't talk about the crime
is in zero? We did.
Chicago.
We talked about how crime is down. We had a guy on stage in uniform saying that.
About the crime in Chicago and that people and little kids...
Crime is down in the country. I don't live in Chicago, but crime is down in the country.
Of course you don't want to focus on Chicago.
Crime is down in the country.
Because you guys don't have any talking points on that. But
I do. We listen to it. Crime is down in the country, 25%.
I tell you what.
From a high under... Donald Trump. By the way, you know what else? Crime is up in New York by 34 counts.
Go ask. See
what I did there, Dominic?
Go ask.
Save that one for TikTok. Crime is up in New York by 34 counts.
Go ask any New Yorker if crime is up or down.
I'm a New Yorker.
No. Somebody's going to be honest.
I'm going to be honest.
Somebody doesn't spend.
Hey, if Trump would commit his crime somewhere else, that'd be 34 less we have in this state.
Okay, first of all.
Convict.
Okay, so what
prosecutor versus the convict. I can't wait.
So what do you got? Right? How many times Hillary started it? Right? That was the talking. The writers.
Oh no, that one wrote itself months and months ago.
Wait. I'm Kamala Harris for the people.
For the people. I learned that.
The black Kamala or the Indian Kamala or the We the People.
She's all the things that are experiencing background.
So wait, was it the black Kamala? And what about your girl, Reverend AOC?
She's one person. She was good.
AOC.
I was surprised. She was very good.
Hey, how does she go to Congress with nothing, and now she's a millionaire?
She's a millionaire? She's not a millionaire.
Yes,
she's
AOC is a millionaire.
She's not a millionaire.
Okay, yes, she is.
You didn't have financial disclosure. She still has college debt. She has college debt.
Yeah.
Well, you got to get out of your 77 craziness here.
I'm Reverend AOC, and everybody in my district is meaning...
Representative, you mean AOC?
No, I mean what I said. Reverend. She was up there preaching like a reverend.
Yeah. She spoke well. I agree.
No, she didn't speak well. She made a fool of herself.
Oh, reverends don't speak well. Got it. Okay.
No, that's not what I said.
Reverends speak well.
Reverends are good at it. Oh. She's not.
Okay, I thought it was a very good speech. Yeah. I disagree with you. I thought it was a really good speech.
Donald Trump, a man that pretends he's for the people and the unions.
I don't know, man.
And we have a woman. How much is she getting paid for that to back Kamala Harris?
I think she wants to be a senator in this state. That was a very kind of centrist state. She pushed off against the left. Yeah. Listen, I'm not a huge AOC fan. I thought she was great.
AOC as a United States senator?
I think if I heard...
She's headed Jamal Bowman territory. It may not right now.
Oh, no, she gave you didn't hear this. Did you hear it? Maybe you just read it. She pushed off against the Palestinian side. She really did.
I watched her entire speech.
That was really good. I thought it was really good. Okay.
It was awful, just like the convention. Yeah, it was awful.
Well, you're saying yourself.
Hey. Okay.
Ratings much higher than the RNC.
What would the convention have been if you didn't have the Obamas, the Clintons, and Miss Holier Than Thou, Oprah Winfrey? What would the convention have been? I thought Hillary was
very good.
What would the convention would have been without them?
I know. I thought.
No, you're telling me they were good. What would it have been without them?
I'm telling you now, Hillary. You didn't mention.
I said, what would it have been without them?
I thought you didn't mention Hillary in that list. Go ahead, give me the list. I have to leave out.
I said the Clintons, the Obamas, and Holier Than Thou.
I'll tell you what. For one thing, you can find this online. If people have put it together. The roll call of this, which is usually the most tedious, boring thing, so much joy and energy in that room, so much diversity in that room, no one sleepwalking. The speeches at the end, Kamala Harris Donald Trump's speech, did it go too long? Did it meander?
Let me do a version of the roll call for the Democrats. Okay, we're going to have 6 people
Look how upset you are.
We're going to have
Why are you so mean, man? Why are you so angry?
We're going to have 6 people up here all trying to stab each other in the back because they want the mic.
You forgot the mic. No, the music.
six, and so all six have to talk. And from state, the state of blah, 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 we blah,
No,
blah,
you
blah.
missed it.
The state of this individual, that
you missed it. You missed it. No.
I saw the whole roll call.
You saw
was
the
way
music.
too long. Yeah, with that dude up on
my
stage.
God. He's a famous DJ. I didn't know this.
Yeah, whatever. Well,
It was energy. It was fun.
No.
It was joyous.
So then
you
if
guys
it was
look
energy,
at the look. Do a split screen. Do a split screen. Look at the anger of Dominic's face.
Let's do a split screen.
And look at the
split
joy.
screen. When have you ever, no matter how wrong you may be on the issues, when have you ever seen me upset in these segments?
You're growling right now. You're calling people mean and names.
You're the one using the term
What is she
scumbag.
black? Is she this? I'm
Don't
saying.
get mad at me because Kamala is black one day and Indian American
No, she's
the
both
next.
all the time. Do I have to lecture you again on this?
No.
Does the white guy have to lecture you again on diversity?
No. See,
That's
listen,
a good thing for our country, man.
Listen.
Why do you say that?
The one good thing about my upbringing, right, poor in the Bronx, is we can see a con a million miles away.
Right.
Can you say that?
Can I see a con a million miles
away? Yeah.
Yeah, Donald Trump's been my president for 4 years. I live in New York. I've watched Donald Trump con people out of a university. I've told people con people at a casino, con people at an airline. I have the guy's guilty of fraud. He's found guilty of rape. He's 34-count convict.
Okay, so
yeah, I know a little something about con men.
So, and what I'm referring to is Kamala Harris.
I know, but you keep
American
saying that
people see this con. It's not going to work?
Why is having a mixed race a liability? Just say it in a sentence to explain to our listeners who must be puzzled by it.
It's not a liability, but when you, for political gain, play one side over the other constantly.
What do you mean one side over the other?
When you play up one aspect of what you are over the other and switch it constantly, that's wrong.
If you go, okay, so it's wrong to be proud of all elements of your background.
Okay, so then
I did my explanation of me, and I'm not a diverse guy by any stretch of the imagination.
I don't
but
want
I've
to
got
talk
some
about
diversity.
I don't want to talk about your ex-wife and your
but
son.
The point is, that's America. Talk about America.
Your son is a
we come from different places. Leave
Jordan
Jordan
is a superstar of tomorrow.
That's fine. That doesn't clean up what you're saying. It doesn't clean up what you're saying.
I don't want to talk about the
You're
Weiners.
insulting every biracial person on the planet.
No, I am not.
Just because someone said a moment, just because someone.
I'm not.
Okay, if you're a biracial person and you're South Asian and you're Jamaican and
I am Jamaican and I'm American black.
Okay, so when you go
if I go to Jamaica,
let me ask you something.
If I go to Jamaica and I only play up my Jamaican side, and I've delivered speeches in Jamaica, and then I come back to America and I only play up the black side, that would make me a complete phony.
Why?
Next.
Why does it? Why does any element of your background need to be like, why does any element of your background need to get mentioned every time you open your mouth? Why does the fact that you're someone from the Bronx, why does...
Willie Brown.
No, I'm not going to let you change the subject.
Willie Brown.
Sorry, vetoed.
Willie Brown.
I get one veto every show, I'm vetoing it.
Willie Brown.
Like who Donald Trump lied about.
Willie Brown.
By the way, Donald Trump won't utter Willie Brown's name anymore because he's going to get sued. You better be careful, you're going to get sued.
Willie Brown.
Donald Trump lied about him.
Willie Brown.
Donald Trump lied about you. And by the way...
Willie Horton. What about that Minnesota fund? Oh, don't look down now.
1988.
Excuse me.
We had a convention 2 days ago. He wants to go to 1988.
Excuse me.
If you're wondering,
she's about to be Willie Horton. You know it, and I know it.
Oh, you've been taken down by a racist attack? Yes, I guarantee that someone.
What was the racist attack?
They featured a black guy.
Did he do the crimes?
Why did they feature a black guy? Do you think?
Because he's the guy that did the crimes.
That was a racist attack.
Anthony, are you delusional, my friend?
You think that Donald... I just want to make sure I got this right.
On it.
Hold on. So they used a black guy, a menacing-looking...
He's the one that committed the crime.
Right.
He's the one that went on furlough.
Okay, so they used a menacing-looking black guy in 1988, and you're the first person I've ever heard say that wasn't a racist ad.
Okay.
Are you sticking to that? Come on.
Of course I am.
I'm laughing at you and with you right now because I know inside you're having trouble today holding that together, even for you. And no one performs this better than you. You are Oscar-level actor. You can't pull it off. You can't pull it off. Willie Brown was not a racist ad.
No.
Come on, Dominic. Don't do it, man. Willie Horton. That was not a racist ad.
No,
Dominic.
it wasn't.
Dominic, please.
No, it wasn't.
I don't want anyone to find this video. Please.
No, it wasn't.
I say to the crew, cut this out. Do not make this into a TikTok.
Why was it racist?
When you choose, because it was an attempt to scare.
But he's the one that committed the crime.
I understand.
Did he commit the crimes?
Why didn't they choose a white?
Excuse me.
Why didn't they choose a white guy who committed?
Did he get out on furlough?
Why didn't they choose a white guy who murdered someone who was out on furlough?
Was he sentenced to life?
Why didn't they?
Was he sentenced to life?
Dominic, there were white guys that could have. There were white guys too. Why didn't they choose the black guy? Because it's kind of obvious. No,
it's not obvious. And it's sad that you're arguing this. Seriously. It really is, Anthony.
I don't know what to do in this circumstance because I love you and I love you and I care about you and I want you to have a future in this business.
Right, and I definitely listen. You know why I will have a future?
Say some words so I can edit it into something.
No.
Willie Horton was not a racist attack.
Listen.
It's famously racist. Even Lee Atwater, who made it, said it was appealing to racial biases.
Listen.
Are we arguing about 1988?
Minnesota Fund. You see,
thank God.
Can you talk about that?
Thank God.
Can you talk about that?
Yeah, anything but.
Talk about
anything
that,
but because I care you and I love it.
I love
you.
Her advocating the Minnesota Fund.
Tell us all what the Minnesota Fund is.
Just like I thought. You don't want to talk about it.
I do. I 100% do. 100% do.
And this is why I say Willie Horton. Don't go back.
Don't go back to Willie Horton.
No, listen.
I can't do a debate about 1988 Willie Horton ad with a black man who says it wasn't racist because he thinks he has to because he's standing in front of the red side of the thing. It's okay. It's historical now. Even Republicans, even the maker of it said it was.
I noticed you don't want to talk about the Minnesota Fund.
No, I do now. I do because I want to get off that other subject.
So let me do it for 30 seconds and you respond. Yeah. She, during the George Floyd protests, calls on her supporters to raise money for this fund.
Right.
Some of the people that got out of jail, accused murderers, people accused of sexual assault, she's about to be Willie Horton.
Yeah. Here's what the fund was about. The fund was about people getting rounded up in these protests who couldn't make bail because they were poor.
Right. But were they the only ones let out of jail?
They couldn't make bail.
Were they the only ones let out of jail?
No, they weren't in jail.
Excuse me. So you see, this is what I mean. You won't tell.
You don't know what bail is. You don't know what bail is.
Okay. See, you want to divert.
Do you know what bail is? Bail is for people who are not guilty of anything yet.
Okay, focus.
I just did. That's what it's focused.
Some of the people that were let out of jail went on to commit other crimes.
That doesn't matter. That's not what bail is for. Bail is not to prevent future crimes.
Can you focus on that?
I'm done. I'm focusing on it now.
Okay.
You listen to me. I'm going to move my lips. Here we go. Bail is not to prevent future crimes. It's to make sure they return for their hearings. And did they? Did they return for their hearings? Yes.
No.
That's what bail is. Welcome to Criminal Justice 101, which Trump and his cult doesn't seem to understand.
Here we go with the cult stuff. If anything was a cult,
bail. Stick with it. Stick with it. You're in too deep now. You're getting schooled. So stay in class.
It was the DNC on Thursday. Oh,
no. Come back to me. Come back to bail.
Kamala Harris.
Come back to bail.
But what does Madam Vice President stand for? Anthony Weiner.
Beaten like a rented mule.
It doesn't matter what she stands for. We just got rid of Biden.
I've never beaten you so bad as I beat you this week. Any final words?
No, final words. It's
Willie Horton. Willie Horton, not racist.
You have never beaten me in any of these episodes. But if that makes
you miss any of this, get it as a podcast. And if you want to come down a little bit and feel joy like we do as Democrats, Vinny Meduno coming up.
Vinny.